My name is Vishnu Gopal TV. I am a legal intern at Lexus and Company. I am from Kapaleti School of Law, Kerala. I am a third year student pursuing BBA LLB Honors. So today's topic for this video is trespass to land. So the purpose of this video is to analyze about the concept of this trespass to land. So as we all know, trespass to land means the interference with the possession of land without the lawful justification. So in a trespass, interference is with the possession and it is directed through some tangible object. So the concept of this trespass has to be analyzed to understand more about this trespass. So here we will look into detail regarding the concept of trespass to land. So, trespass could be committed either by a person himself or by any other person or another person by entering into the land or through some material object. So, for example, by throwing a stone on another person's land, by placing a ladder against the wall of another, by allowing the cattle to enter into another person's land, etc. amounts to trespass. So, trespass to land is actionable per se, and for the plaintiff, it is needed to prove the actual damage for taking an action for trespass. So the concept of trespass ab initio has to be also looked into. So when a person enters into another person's land with a lawful authority and after having entered there he commits a wrongful act and there he will be considered as a trespasser ab initio to that property. So even though he has entered there with a lawful authority, after having committed a wrongful act there, he is considered to be as a trespasser from the very beginning itself, even though he had entered with a lawful authority. So here the plaintiff can claim damage not only for the wrongful act that he had caused there, but also for his original entry, which is now considered to be as a trespass. So one of the important case that has to be looked into here is Six Carpenters case. So as we all know, here in Six Carpenters case, Six Carpenters entered into an inn and they ordered some wine and bread. After having some, they refused to pay for it. So they have done an act of misfeasance and mere non-payment being only non-feasance. So there were held to be no trespass ab initio. So there is also a need to look into the defenses to trespass. So normally any justifiable entry will negative the liability of trespass. So the license is a good defense for trespass. License coupled with an interest or grant justification by law or private defense necessary etc. are also good defense to trespass. So when we search for the remedies, we can see that there are mainly three remedies which are available. They are action for ejectment, action for misery profit, and distress damage feasance. So action for ejectment means if any person is wrongfully dispossessed of his property without his consent, of any immovable property otherwise than in due course of law, he or any such person claiming to may be sued so to recover that possession thereof. So action for misery profit has to be also looked into. So action for misery profit means apart from the right of recovery of land by getting the trespasser ejected out of the land, a person who was wrongfully dispossessed of his land may also claim compensation for the loss which he has suffered during the time of dispossession. So the third remedy that is being available is distress damage feasance. So it means that the right to distress damage feasance authorizes a person in possession of the land has the right to seize the trespassing cattle or chattel and can detain them until compensation has been paid. So therefore we have analyzed in detail regarding the concept of this trespass. We had looked into the concept of trespass ab initio and also defenses to trespass and remedies available for it. So that's all about the topic trespass to land. So we have analyzed in detail regarding this concept. So you can like, you can subscribe, you can comment on my video, and do like and subscribe our YouTube channel Let's Click. and please give me a feedback regarding this video. And if you have any questions relating to this video, you may please comment that question in the comment box, and I will be replying as soon as possible. And this video does not solicit any types of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of this video is for educational purposes only. So by saying these words, I'm concluding. Thank you.